Look what happened to me. My DPF light came on. Stupid diesels. Now I'm trying to drive like over 60 kilometers per hour for a long time to try and get that reset. And look, I'm stuck, and I hope I make a home. Right, so my DPF light came on, and I tried to drive it home at 60 kilometers, 40 miles per hour for over 15 minutes. I think I was driving for like 30 minutes, 35 minutes or so, and it never went off. Then I realized that, well, I didn't realize, I went into the manual and had a look, and I seen that this little exclamation mark means that it needs to be cleaned out. You can't just drive it to clean it. It has to be regenerated, or you need to take it out and clean it, or wherever. You just have to go to a garage and get it cleaned. I could possibly take it out myself and power hose it, but if I do that, I have no way of resetting the computer or fixing that to do the regeneration on it, because the car has to learn what you've done, or that it's clean now and so on. But a normal little error code that you plug into your OBD2 is not going to work. You need to get it onto a proper computer that can regenerate the car for you. It'll kick it into a regeneration mode. So I have to leave this to a garage now. When you see your DPF light like this, that means that you need to go to a garage. When it has this little exclamation mark right next to it, that means that it needs to go to a garage, taken out or flushed or whatever, and then regenerated on a computer. But if it just has this without this, well, then that means that you can drive it for about 15 to 20 minutes at 60 kilometers or over for about 15-20 minutes, and that should take that light off, because it needs to burn off all the carbon that's in there. So when it has this, that means that it needs to be brought to a garage. Okay, so I'm off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of diesels, and he's gonna fix my car, and then I don't have to get out in the rain and try to do stuff and then realize that I can't do it myself because I need a computer to do it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to a garage now. So when your DPF light comes on like this, that means that the car will go into limp home mode, which means that you have less power. So if I put my foot down, like there's my feet down there, if I plant my foot to the ground, it will slowly gain speed. It very slowly gains speed. But you're not meant to drive the car when it's like this. So it's basically just to get you home. It's called limp home mode for a reason. So you can limp home, you can get home. So yeah, you need to go to a garage, or as soon as possible get it to a garage or something, because you're just going to do more damage if you drive it like this. You can drive it like this, it will move, and I can get it up to whatever 140k there if I wanted to, but it takes a long time to get there, and it's not good for the engine. You're meant to keep your revs a little bit lower. When your car's like this, you're meant to keep your revs a little bit lower. So if this does happen to you, or if this has happened to you, your car has lost power because the DPF light came on, and it just basically there's too much carbon buildup on your DPF, which is your diesel particle filter, or particulate filter. There's too much carbon buildup, so you need to just clean it out. Now there are a couple of different ways of cleaning it out. There is one way that they put this chemical in, and it flushes through the whole exhaust system, and it will clean off any of the carbon. Now with this foam thing that they put in, they basically run the exhaust with this foam, and the foam, I've heard, doesn't really work that well. It doesn't get away all the carbon. As I said, there are different ways of doing it. That's one way, is to do it the foam way, and that's the way I'm going to get it done today, because I have no other choice. There are other ways, like you can remove the whole DPF, and basically what they do is they cut the DPF off. They take all the inside sort of honeycomb thing out of it, and then put it back in. They just weld it back into the exhaust. So to look at it, it looks the same, but when you put it onto a computer and measure the toxins coming from the exhaust, then it could fail. It depends on how healthy the engine is, but it could fail the emissions tests, and it's illegal then, so you need to get one. Or you could replace it completely, which is about 1,000–1,500 euro, depending on which one or which model car you have. But it can be expensive to have to get a new one. So there are different ways of doing it. And then there's another way where they basically take it out completely and they power hose it so that it'll take away all the carbon. Now that seems to be the best way of doing it, and it's the cheapest way of doing it. You'll save money doing that. But I can't get that one done because the garage that normally does that can't take me in until next week, and I need to get the car done as quickly as possible because, as I said, this is a daily driver. So what I need to do is I need to get the foam one done. I just had to go to a different garage, and I have to get the foam one done. So that, oh, here, I'm blind, hold on, there. Yeah, so I need to get the foam one done because I don't have time to go to a garage to get I don't have time to go to a garage and get it removed and get it power hosed out. That seems to be the best way of doing it. Okay, I'm just here now. I don't think he's gonna let me stay around to watch him do it or nothing like that, but I'll try. I might be able to get some footage for this, but I don't think so. It is what it is. Okay, he won't let me stay around to see it. Let him do it. So I just have to leave it and go home and wait for a phone call. Look how dirty the Honda Stream is. It's absolutely filthy. Look. So I'm gonna give it a power hose while I'm waiting on the DPF to get sorted. I didn't even get to wash the rest of the car. Your man rang me and said it's ready. So the moment of truth. Yeah, it works, buddy. Yay! The light's gone. Here, check this out as well. Dude, an R32 Golf. Sounds nice. Very nice. Okay, I got to finish up. I got to finish washing the car and put some tire shine on, and the Christmas lights are making this look nicer. Yeah, see, sparkle, 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 sparkle. Right, so I got the car back, and it seems to be actually faster than it was before it was broken or something. They put this foam into the DPF and flushed the system out. The car has to rev for so many minutes and all this, 20 minutes or something does that for, and then they put this other stuff into the petrol tank and it keeps the fuel clean or something. I don't know, I'm no genius at this, but it's not just a carbon build-up anyway. It's not, you can't just sort of force it out by driving it. After a while the ash from your exhaust trying to burn off the carbon clogs up the DPF, so it's the ash that you can't get out, and the ash doesn't burn off. So you basically have to get it flushed out or remove it or something like that anyway. So that's what I had to get done. It cost me 220 euro, and I have to say that the car does feel a little bit more responsive now. It's obviously more than it was when it was, like, you know, in limp home mode. I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about before it was in limp home, when it was normal just last week. It wasn't, not that it was sluggish, it was fast for a diesel, fast for a fucking 150 horsepower. But yeah, since it got it clean today, it's a lot more responsive. I wouldn't say it's blisteringly faster, but it's definitely slightly faster. And you know, it makes sense because all of that ash or carbon or whatever is gone now. So you know, it's a more free flowing exhaust now. The exhaust fumes are getting out much quicker, which means you would be going faster, yes. So I know most of you won't stay around till the end, but I'm just going to say it anyway. Thanks for watching my videos, thanks for subscribing to me. One of the reasons that I didn't do the DPF myself was because you have to put it onto a computer and regenerate this, get the car to regenerate itself. I don't have a computer to do that. I can't do that. So I had to get it sent in. I could have took the DPF off myself and cleaned that out, power hose that, or actually removed it or whatever, but I didn't want to do that. Like, not that I didn't want to do that, I was going to do that myself anyway, but I still would have had to leave it into a garage to get it regenerated, and that would have still cost me like 220 euro. They would have charged me to do that as well. So what was the difference? I might as well just give them the car to do. Plus, I hadn't got the time to do it myself. As I said in previous videos, I'm a busy man. I have lots of things that I need to do, and I don't have time to be just messing around, you know, ripping off DPFs and just power hose them and then have to put it back in and then drive and limp home mode to the garage to get them to regenerate it anyway. What's the difference? Might as well just leave it in with them. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thanks very much. Bye.